Hey everybody, welcome to the video and welcome to my garage. This is my intake area here. Got all my stuff out here. Haven't been able to make content lately. I've just been, we went on vacation. I was sick late November. We went on vacation. Then I got sick again. But this last sickness, it was just all sinus. It was really annoying. And I couldn't breathe through my nose at all, and it's kind of you don't really realize, man, I breathe through my nose a lot, and it really hinders my just my ability to talk. It really hinders everything. Everything was just backed up, swelling, in the nasal cavities and all that stuff, causing a lot of problems. So we're finally feeling good. Energy levels are back. Plus, too, I think I was kind of, just low on energy because I'm not getting enough oxygen through my nose, You think I just breathe through my mouth, but who's going to have their mouth open the whole time? That's kind of, well, I mean, you're going to have to breathe, but because my nose was just pretty much, it felt like it was completely shut. Either way, enough of that. We're back. We're hopefully back to normal here. And so what I want to do is bring you guys some BOLOs. I see a lot of people. I've been watching while I was down and out. Watching a lot of BOLO videos. You can check out my shorts too. I was still dropping some shorts. I may sound a little nasally in those ones, so just be warned. I was dropping some shorts there with some interesting, cool items I was finding. Because I was still going out. I was just being less talkative and not going out for so long. So, but either way, we got some great items here that you should be on the lookout for. And I want to talk a little bit about, just end of the year, sell-through rate, stuff like that. So right off the bat, let's just look at some items really quick. Speaking of sell-through rate, check this out. This sold in a matter of a few hours of me listing it. Curious George. This is a vintage plush. A little dirty. I did wash it. Sent it to the wash. It was great. Doesn't have any electronics in it or anything. Didn't really sell for too much, but it was $10. Or it sold for $10. I gotta ship it out tomorrow. So Gund is a brand to look out for. It's a brand to look out for as far as vintage plush goes. It's not going to make you a bunch of money, but I threw this into a big old bundle that I was already getting. I saw it inside a box. I just tossed it in my cart. I was like, all right, let's pick that up there. I figured it'd be like $10 to $15. I priced it at $10, and it sold quickly, very quickly. So high sell-through rate is going to make you rich? No, but it does have a very high sell-through rate. And you guys know I don't really like the term sell-through rate, and you may you'll hear a lot of people talk about that in order to make have good sales and stuff. Let's try to make sure no crumbs on me either. Too. I've noticed some of my videos get crumbs, but sell-through rate isn't everything. It will work for you in the beginning as for beginners, and I did a video on how to look stuff up. Definitely want to look up items. You want to see if there's a customer base. I always talk about that. Customer base versus competition. Sometimes there is no competition. Sometimes there is none listed. There's none sold. But yet, sometimes those items will still sell. And I sell those types of items all the time where I don't find any type of data on it. I don't find any kind of data. I don't see any sales history, so I have no idea what to really price it at. So I have to rely on instinct or just my my knowledge of doing this for 24 years. So, and one of my goals here through putting out these videos and everything is not only to hopefully monetize the channel. Of course, we're up over 1,000 subscribers. By the way, thank you to everybody that's subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down below. If you want to get a notification, hit that notification bell. I don't do the notification bell on a lot. As a matter of fact, I only have a couple channels I do notification bells. But if you want to hit it, by all means do it. But hopefully, YouTube will recommend the video if you guys are watching it. All the new videos that come out in the future. But, so, my goal is to help people develop that instinct, that ability to see stuff, which I'm going to show you an item right here. The ability to see an item and automatically know that there's going to be a customer for that item. And it just takes years. It takes years of experience. There's nothing you could do very quickly. But with YouTube, it allows me and other people on here to share our information, share our wealth of knowledge from doing this for who knows how long. You know, other people have been doing this probably longer than I have. And so that way, hopefully people that are new can absorb that information and kind of give them a fast track into developing that instinct, that knowledge, the, you know, what to buy, what to look for, and then go out there and just, you know, either look it up on your phone, or a lot of times what I do is I'll look at something, I'll be like, hey, this looks kind of cool, and, you know, let me just look it up. And I kind of already have a feeling that, you know, that's going to be worth reselling, and then I'll just kind of confirm it with my phone. So developing that just natural like feel for items or look of items. So this, I don't know, this may sell or may not sell. Don't I wouldn't buy this one. You know, this is I got it for dirt cheap, so I was like, I'll give it a try. It's old. So I see part-time picker Matt. He always picks up all these bathroom pot products and stuff, and I was like, it was there, it was cheap, might as well. What the heck? Okay, but one thing I do like selling, and there is no listed, there is no sold, there's no history, there's nothing for you to go on these, except my knowledge. I have 2 of them actually. And I sell these all the time when I do find them. Now, you don't want to find just plain ones. You can find plain ones on Amazon. You can get those. And I have a bunch of these plain ones like these. These are called Glencairns. And they're actually for whiskey tasting or whiskey drinking, you know, whatever you want to do. Or whiskey shots. But preferably, you know, as a whiskey aficionado, I would like to think of myself as one. This is you know, you put it in here, you kind of sip. You can get that, you know, the aromas, and it's a really good glass for whiskey drinking. You know, there's different spirits have different styles of glass that you would use for them. I just prefer whiskey. So these are Glencairns, and I pick them up every time I find them, and that they have a some sort of a label on them, whether it be from a distillery. I'll pick them up. I just recently sold a Glenfiddich, and Glenfiddich is a Scotch whiskey, and it has it's an elk or a deer on it. I always forget what type of animal it is. But I saw it on one of these little Glencairns, picked it up, and these I find at the Goodwill, you know, for about $1.89 is what they usually go for. And I sold that one for, I think it was $15 or $17. It's not a crazy sale, but it adds up. Once you start, you know, 10, 15 items, it's $150, or you go 20 of those. You know, then you start mixing in your $50, $100 items. Now you got some pretty good profit there. But no sell-through rate, none listed. This is a whiskey tour. Now, one thing with whiskey you'll notice, if you look, I hope it focuses. I can't really tell on the little screen on my camera there if it's focused or not. But whiskey is spelled in 2 different ways. There's an E-W-H-I-S-K-Y, whiskey, and traditionally that is, what do you call it? How it's spelled in Scotland or England. And then the E is added in the middle, which is traditionally like the Americas and what do you call it? I think Japanese whiskey they take the E out, because Japanese whiskeys tend to taste very similar to Scotch whiskey. They use a similar what's the term called? They use a similar recipe to Scotch, but this is not a whiskey channel. But I'm just kind of saying, if you see whiskey, W-H-I-S-K-Y, that's still whiskey. If there's an E in there, W-H-I-S-K-E-Y, that's still whiskey too. And pick them up. If they're $2 or less, I would recommend picking these up. They do sell. And the thing is, I don't see many Glencairns that have any type of personalization on them. So when I do find them, I pick them up, and they do sell. And they'll sell for right around $15-ish, between $10 to $20, depending upon what the inscription is. These ones here, I'm hoping will sell I have two. So I'm hoping to get somewhere around the $25 to $30 range for both of these. Not only that, I think these are from Scotland. 24 unique expressions. So expressions are basically just the different, different types of whiskey. So, Glencairns, no sell-through rate, none listed. There's zero, but I know there's sell. I know whiskey people. I'm one of them, and I collect all kinds of whiskey. I collect all kinds of barware stuff, and I sell all kinds of barware stuff too. So that's one thing where your kind of advanced knowledge will help you and help you make sales and make a profit on items that you're not going to find researching on eBay. You're not going to find really. I mean, you can find Glencairns, but maybe on Google you can find it, but I couldn't find anything on these, but I know these will sell. Okay. Need a little bit of water. Enough whiskey talk. As you can see, I'm a little passionate about it. Another thing that sells really well, this one here, this is a World of Warcraft, and you'll know it's World of Warcraft because it really doesn't, let me see, yeah, the tag doesn't say it's World of Warcraft, but I'm also a PC gamer, so I'm familiar. I wasn't really a World of Warcraft player, but I am familiar with the game. And then you'll see Blizzard. You can also Google image it. You'll see Blizzard there on the tag. That's the developer. Now, I've sold a dragon like this. This is I guess a lion dragon. I forget what the name of it's called exactly. It's like a rattlesnake tail. This will sell for about $15 to $20. Picked up at the flea market. And I sold a dragon that I found at the Goodwill. I think I repeated myself already 3 times about the dragon. But I sold it for $120. So definitely look out for World of Warcraft characters. They're not all created equal, but they will go for, more than the average plush that is out there. It goes for more than that Curious George over there. So I picked it up at the flea market. Cool little find. PC game people like gamers and everything. We're crazy. We buy all kinds of weird gaming stuff. Because we're also we collect all that stuff too. A lot of gamers are collectors. Okay, continue on the gaming theme here. I picked this up for $1. By the way, I picked that technically I got that World of Warcraft character for $7, but which wouldn't be worth it. However, I bought some other plush from the guy that is worth it, and the overall deal is going to be a great deal. I picked up this Super Mario Yoshi mask. It's from 2015. Picked it up for $1. Super Mario stuff does incredibly well. Again, not all of it's created equal. Some of it goes for more, some of it goes for less. I picked this up for $1. You really can't go wrong for $1. You throw this in a poly bag, get it listed, easy to list, easy to store. Last sold comp for $25. So I'm gonna turn $1 into $25. Well, yeah, turn it into $25, but I'll make probably about, after fees and shipping supplies, probably make around $20 on that. So again, another great profit. You just pick up all these $10, $15, $20 items, and as you start making sales, all these sales start adding up. Okay. Now continuing, need more water here. Yeah, my throat's still a little. still, I'm still working my way back into 100% health here. Continue on the plush train here. Now this is a good one. I got this at the same time as I got the World of Warcraft. Actually, let me pause really quick. Okay, yeah, the constant talking is what's the problem here. But okay, continue on the plush train. We got this gizmo from Gremlins, if you guys are familiar. There's the tag in the back. Build-A-Bear. I don't even remember seeing this in the Build-A-Bear workshop at all. But Gremlins, he has a little talker. But this guy has, okay, and we're going to say sell-through rate again, has an incredible sell-through rate. if you guys are interested in sell-through rate. And in the beginning, I don't know if I said this earlier, but in the beginning, you may want to focus on sell-through rate quite a bit, because you're just getting started. You're going to want to cycle that, the money you're spending. You're going to want to get that money back that you're spending on your items quickly, along with any profit as well too. So that way you can continue buying and selling, buying and selling. So you want to keep an eye on what sells quickly, so that way you can get that money back. And then as you start to grow, hopefully you'll start to develop more of the instinct, more of, I guess, like coming, it'll just kind of come natural to you. Like, hey, that's going to sell, I'll buy that. That might sit for a little while, but I'm going to make some good money on that. I might as well pick that up. That kind of attitude, or that kind of thought process. Gizmo. Now, it's sold for $60, $80. It's hovered around $100 or so for this guy. There were about 7 or 8 sold recently in the last 90 days. One currently listed, I saw 2 now because of mine. One currently listed for $180. I listed mine at $150. Best offer. I picked this up with the World of Warcraft. I got this with a couple other plush for $40 in total. And this, I should make all my profit back and make all my money back and be in profit. Okay. The more I talk, the more coughing. Kind of annoying. But let's move on really quick. Next item to look out for, football. Football season's coming to an end, but football still sell. This is a Vapor Elite. Now this is the signature series, so it has the the white on there to collect signatures and everything on it. But if you find just the one that's with the standard football, what do you call it? Not material, but standard football grip on it all the way around. It goes for quite a bit. It goes for about, I saw some comps for around $50 to $60. This one here, I'm not really sure. I'm thinking 25 or 30. But still definitely something to look out for. The Nike Vapor Elite. I couldn't see it. I was like, what? Vapor Elite. Okay. Next thing to look out for are toys. Now, I want to talk about this just a little bit. And these are the toys, collectible toys. This is from The Conjuring. I picked this up at the Goodwill. But, they make a lot of these different ones. I sold off a bunch of Predator ones. Got some from the movie Jaws. Now, these do quite well. They're collectible toys. It depends, obviously, what you're going to pay for them. You got to get them for a low price, of course. The problem that you could encounter if you find these at Goodwill or wherever you find them, they could still be on sale at Target or for sale at Target. So you're going to be competing with Target, Walmart, wherever these are sold at, Amazon. So sometimes, because I came into a big score of these, not necessarily the Conjuring ones, but different ones. I came into a big score earlier in the year, and it took a while to sell through them all. And the reason was because they were still for sale other places. And Goodwill got them, but it was kind of more like Target was kind of winding down, or they were discontinuing them. And so they started clearancing them out. So I kind of had to wait until those other places sold out of them, or maybe I just wait for more demand. But eventually they all sold. So if you have the opportunity to purchase these, I mean, one or two isn't, you can probably purchase one or two and you can probably have them sit there for a while if you want, depending upon where you're at in your business. But if you can't afford to tie up your money in these figures and wait, I would definitely recommend it. I've done it before where I invested some cash, some money up front into a bunch of figures with the anticipation of them selling further down the road, and they sure did. And these items, like these collector ones, are really great. They're by NECA. They're pretty realistic. And when I saw a nice big collection earlier in the year, I just had to buy them all. I bought a whole bunch. I had a huge, like, tons of them. And surely was, I mean, they sold all before Christmas season even came around, so they're all gone. But I did have to wait a little bit to get my money back on those items. Okay. Another thing here that does really well, and I have a couple of examples here of ones that do well and other ones that do okay. First, with the okay ones, we have this Lego Creator set. I have a few of these. It's just a Lego Creator set. It's not really anything really special. The ones you want to definitely look out for are the ones that are, you know, associated with a recognizable name, like Harry Potter, Star Wars, Marvel. Some of the other ones, like that ones that Lego came up with, like the Friends series, they do okay. The City ones do okay. But in my opinion, Star Wars, Harry Potter, the Super Mario stuff does really well. So definitely look out for Lego sets. They're going to be priced up. You know, I find them all the time, but they're usually priced up, and I can't necessarily pay that amount and be able to make a profit immediately. So what I tend to do, and I've talked about this before, is buy Lego sets. And depending on the set, like especially this one here, which has a bunch of minifigures. However, when it comes to Harry Potter, the Lego minifigures that come with those sets aren't necessarily the best. The best minifigures to look out for are Star Wars ones. And I will do a video soon, and I'll use my own personal Lego collection to go through minifigures and ones that you should be on the lookout for. But for this type of set, I'm going to keep it sealed. Completely, it's all sealed and brand new in here. And I'm going to stash this away. And luckily, I do have the luxury of being able to make these kinds of purchases and stash them away for a rainy day, basically. It's raining today. So in the event that my sales slow down, I need, you know, extra cash, I have Legos. Is it worth... Excuse me. Is it worth its weight in gold? Gold is better. Okay, then we got that one, we got that one. Here's another BOLO. Something to look out for. It might be a slow seller, but I think it's going to do really well. And I didn't pay too much for it. And I recognize the name right off the bat. So this is what I saw first off. This book. It's a book. And I saw the name. I saw Leonard Bernstein. I was like, Leonard Bernstein. It's a famous conductor, composer. And I saw this just sitting there, and I picked it up. I was getting a big old bundle. I figured $10 to $15 is what this book could be worth. So I picked it up. Then, as I was moving through the rest of the vendor booth there, I saw the sleeve. And I was like, wait, that's the sleeve for it. So I picked up a sleeve. You got to have the sleeve. If you got the book and you have to see a sleeve, get the sleeve. But then, there's something else in here. And it has all the vinyl. So this is 6 talks at Harvard, and all the talks are on vinyl. And obviously the book as well, too. Last complete set. Sold for $66. And one currently listed for $50, but not the best listing. Hold on. Trying to save you guys from the coughing here, because the more I talk, the more I cough. But the one that's sold for $66, and if you know anything about books, you know, you want earlier printings. That was a 4th printing. This is a 2nd printing, and it's on the page right here. You'll see it as you flip through the page. It should be towards the front. You'll see okay. There's different ways. You know, look it up on Google. There's different ways to determine if you have a 1st print, 2nd print. 2nd print, I listed it for $150. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I get hopefully a good, decent offer on it, because I do have offers open, and I'd be willing to accept probably as low as $66 or $50 for that. Okay, so nice little find there. Should be worth something. Might be a long tail item. Short tail items, or items that sell quickly. Keyboards. I sell a lot of keyboards. These ones are a bit broken, so I'm selling these as broken. They do work, but there's issues with them. But I've sold these ones here in complete great condition, working condition, no problems, at 20 bucks a keyboard. So if you get these for like $1 or $2, just know you can get it for 20. You can sell them for 20 bucks. Full size Apple USB wired keyboards. This is model number A12. What did that say? 1243 is the model number on that one. So keyboards are great. Another great keyboard that I recently found. This is a Keychron K1 keyboard. It's a gaming keyboard. It's a clicky keyboard is what it is. And we all love, as a avid computer builder, computer gamer, we all love clicky keyboards. So this is a wireless one. Charging is also wired as well too. What tipped me off to it being a good keyboard, first the feel of the keys. Water. First, the feel of the keys. The weight of the keyboard. It's got a little bit of weight to it. And not only that, but it charges via USB-C. I don't know if you can see that there. But that kind of tipped me off to it being a little bit of a better keyboard. And obviously, I saw the back. And then on the back it says K1 Bluetooth mechanical keyboard designed by Keychron. So look it up. Look up Keychron. It does really well. Like keyboards, here's a bad keyboard right here. This keyboard here is definitely one you should not buy. It is super lightweight. It's a Logitech is a good brand. I mean, if you saw these brand new, yeah, it might be okay to pick them up for $1 or $2, but loose like this, I got this in a bundle, so the person just threw it in. They go, oh, take it. Like, whatever. But it's probably just trash. It's super lightweight. There's no click at all. So, bad keyboard. Okay, that's it. That's it for the video. I'm talking too much because my throat's getting a little dry or irritated. It's kind of annoying. But every day I'm getting a little bit better. But I hope you guys are staying healthy and having great sales out there. Christmas is here, or it's coming up very quickly. Pretty much here already. And I hope you guys get to spend time with family, enjoying food, family time, presents. Of course, it's not always about the presents. Sometimes it's better to give than it is to receive, as they say. But I hope people are buying my stuff for gifts on eBay. I still will be able to get items out. Just know that things are winding down as far as Christmas. Don't be picking up any Christmas items. It's already it's too late. Unless it's just something spectacular. I wouldn't be picking up items that necessarily are geared towards, gifts or gift giving, because that's already pretty much done. If you're just beginning, definitely focus on sell-through rate. Use your phone. Look to see what's selling quick so that we can get that money back in your business as quickly as possible. And hopefully that my content and other people's content that are out there are helping you to develop just that instinct, that natural, just that natural feeling or knowledge, or just develop a more sense of what has worth and what doesn't have worth, and using your phone to just kind of back up your own knowledge. We'll catch you guys next video. Please like, subscribe, and if you want to hit the bell, definitely hit the bell. But thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.